Oberon's Rework is right around the corner and it sounds very promising, something that I'm sure a lot of you are interested in seeing how it eventually turns out, or maybe you don't give a crap, that's fine as well, but it is nice to see one of our weaker Warframes finally get some love. Hopefully Hydride will eventually get lifted out of that pit and receive some love as well, puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. But we got to see a sneak peek at good old Oberon's Work in Progress rework in action on the last primetime stream, shown off of course by Rebecca and Megan. Now Oberon's reworked smite ability is going to scale with enemy hit points, so there's that word scale. This time it may not be as powerful as other scaling reworks. The higher the enemy level, the more damage his smite will deal, and in primetime you could see Rebecca casting smite and taking out enemies during the first 5 minutes of a Kuva Fortress survival. So the enemy level was mid-30s and it wasn't one-shotting everything, so it doesn't seem overpowered, and if anything it may be a little bit on the weak side, but it is a work in progress, remember. The reason I'm saying it doesn't seem powerful is the Oberon that they were using was modded heavily for power strength with blind rage and of course intensify, and it only dealt moderate damage. Its damage could be tweaked up a bit later in development, we'll have to wait and see. Too much in the wrong direction and of course you'd expect to see the nerf bat coming out. Honestly, getting the balance right with an ability like this is something I really don't envy the developers for. So fingers crossed it all works out right. Now his new Hallowed Ground ability will now cover a much larger area and won't just be a fuzzy carpet runway in front of you, it will also radiate enemies that step onto it and have them beating each other to a pulp. So there's added chaos in there as well, just for the fun of it. This version of Hallowed Ground is also going to synergize with Oberon's third ability, Renewal. So Renewal is now an expanding area of effect heal that grows out in the same way that Nova's Molecular Prime ability does. It will heal squad mates over time and also drain your energy as it heals them, but when used with Hallowed Ground, it will give a flat armor buff to squad mates who are standing on the Hallowed Ground. The armor buff has a duration, so it will eventually wear off. Now I'm not entirely sure what the armor buff is or how much armor we're going to get from this synergy between the two abilities, but I'm hoping it's a decent amount and not just something like say 50 armor. His Reckoning ability is also going to synergize with this Hallowed Ground and give enemies an armor debuff that scales with their level. Now radiated enemies are also going to take increased damage. So that's the early stages of the work in progress Oberon that we've seen on the primetime. Let me know what you guys think of it and of course of his reworked abilities. A fair few of our previous reworks to Warframes seem to be focusing heavily on synergizing as many Warframe abilities together as possible, which leaves us having to use multiple abilities in order to get the most out of that particular Warframe. So I guess that's in order to remove the press 4 to win type of mentality that we had previously in Warframe. But I'll be honest, scaling is a word that when mentioned in relation to Warframes actually leaves me frowning and scratching my head. Oh, scaling is it? Oh yeah, I can see which way this is going. When I hear it mentioned I automatically think, damn, this sounds great, but I quickly follow that up by, well crap, this is probably going to get nerfed if it turns out too good. I've played this game long enough and so have a lot of you guys, and you would have seen this happen time and again. If you've ever been on the Warframe forums or on the Reddit, then you will have seen topics about enemy scaling being broken, about Warframe powers not scaling, about maybe Limbo and Nidus do scale so quick you better nerf them. Octavia's abilities scale really well right now, so beware of a nerf with her because right now she makes a lot of missions incredibly easy. And Limbo of course was the most recent victim of scaling with his rework, but I think a lot of us could see that nerf coming from a mile away. The minute players realised how much damage his Cataclysm actually dealt when you exploded it, that was it. It was doomed. He was going to get nerfed. What are your thoughts on scaling with regards to Warframe abilities? How do you feel about, or how do you feel when that word gets mentioned by the developers in relation to a new Warframe or a new ability rework? Do you, like me, scratch your head and go, oh here we go, it's either going to be great or it's going to be nerfed, one or the other? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.
Oh, oh, oh,